welcome to the stage your host for tonight, Mike Pierce.
How y'all doing tonight? Good, good. I'm glad you guys are here. We're sold out again. That's pretty good. That makes us theater types feel very happy that people have come to see us. We thank you for being here. Welcome to Unscrewed Theater, Tucson's first theater dedicated to improv comedy and the improvisational theater. My name is Mike, and for those of you who are out in the audience who may not have seen us or don't know what improv is, let me just give you a quick primer. Everything that you see tonight made up on our stage is made up on the spot off the top of our heads. But it's based on your suggestions. So for example, I need a suggestion from this side of the audience. Shout out your favorite place to go vacation. That place is?
Disneyland.
Disneyland, San Diego. Bisbee. Excellent. From this side of the house, shout out your favorite thing to eat for dinner. That thing is? Sushi. Thank you. That's all I need from that one. From the whole audience, shout out your favorite after dinner drink. That drink is?
Milkshake.
Milkshake, wine. I think I heard whiskey, yeah. Excellent. So that's the way it works. Every game requires an ask for or a suggestion that I'm going to get those from you guys. And then we're going to create the games and scenes off the top of our heads, so you will never see the same show twice. So even if you come back for a 10 o'clock show, it'll be a different show because it's going to be a different audience. So we do advertise this show as a 7:30 family-friendly show. So, hi. So when I ask for those suggestions, if there's any kind of filter that you personally need to turn on, please turn on those filters. Because if something untoward comes out of someone's mouth, they get to wear the hat of shame. And we don't want to put this on to anybody, because it's really kind of ugly. Are you guys ready to have some fun? Please welcome to the stage the team that built this theater. Not burnt out, just unscrewed! You guys know who Jeff Foxworthy is? You might be a redneck if. Well, we are going to Foxworthyize some professions and hobbies for you guys tonight. So just start shouting out things you do for a living first.
Hairstylist.
Hairstylist.
Fortuitous.
Astronaut. Pharmacist. Teacher. I'm not taking that one. What's over here?
Plumber. Mortuary.
Mortuary worker? Mortician. Mortician is better. A couple more.
Plumber.
Accountant, okay? Accountant? A wizard. I'm going to put wizard on for the hobbies. Let me have some more hobbies besides wizarding. Vigilante? Golfer, I heard from here. Golfer, skier, and maybe one more.
Comedian.
What was that over here?
Comedian.
Comedian. You got it. You got it, okay.
That's not a profession, it's a hobby.
It is a hobby. Ask these guys how much they get paid. All right. What? I'll double your salary right now. So what's going to happen is I'm just going to read off some of these professions and hobbies.
Wait a second. Anything times 0 is 0.
Correct. You're triple now.
Thank you.
So I'm going to read off these professions in no particular order, and the players will step forward and offer their Foxworthyize versions. So blankety blank blank, you might be a hairstylist.
If you just love your job and everybody loves you, but you work with more hazardous chemicals than a hazmat specialist, you might be a hairdresser.
If you know everything about all of your clients, you might be a hairstylist.
You have things in your house made of human hair. If you straighten what's curly and curl what's straight, you might be a hairdresser.
If you've got better fashion sense than any of us up here, you might be a hairstylist.
If you know French and 83 other ways to braid.
If you know what the real color of that hair is, you might be a
I'm going to try to read my writing. I can't read the next one. It says Ataranga. Pharmacist. Let's try pharmacist.
If you like to count, one for me, one for you, you might be a pharmacist.
If you know where the really good drugs are,
If you know everything about all of your clients, you might be
If your handwriting is very similar to Mike's.
if you know who's having trouble sleeping and who's having trouble staying awake, you might be a pharmacist.
If you know things about people's personal life that you probably really wouldn't want anybody else to know, you might be a pharmacist.
Go ahead.
If you wear a white coat and have no idea how you got it.
Mortician.
If you're really, really good at doing makeup, you might be a mortician.
If you failed as a cosmetologist.
If you also pose on the side as a ventriloquist,
If you work with a bunch of stiffs.
If the obituaries make you smile.
if you look forward to the next 30 years as the baby boomers start to drop,
If you were really never known for your people skills.
If you look over this crowd looking for prospective clients, you might be a mortician.
If you were once married to Gomez Adams.
Accountant.
If you have as many friends as the mortician, you might be a
you look forward to April 16th, you might be an accountant.
If you're an accountant, please sign up at the front counter. We are really looking for an accountant.
If you really don't have very good people skills, you might be an accountant.
If you're less conversational than the mortician's clients, you might be a
Let's try some hobbies. Wizard.
If you have to go into your closet in the morning looking for your lucky staff, you may be a wizard.
If the word nerd doesn't even start it, you might be a wizard.
If you're used to living with munchkins and flying monkeys, you might be a wizard.
Vigilante.
If you're from southern Arizona, you might be a vigilante.
If you flunked from any police school in the United States, you might be a vigilante.
If you just know you're right, you might be a
If you've ever shot yourself in the foot, you might be a vigilante.
If it doesn't matter if you're right, you may be a vigilante.
And comedian.
If you're sharing dinner with the dumpster kitty, you may be a comedian.
If you were just going to do what Monica just did, you might be a comedian.
If you're a mortician, you're probably not a comedian. Ditto for the accountant.
If you've ever died in front of a lot of people, you might be a comedian.
And skier.
If you know who Peekaboo Street is.